Yeah! What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to our broadcast. I'm eXtine, and this is teamfortress.tv. We're going to be watching some RGL.GG invite tonight. Dexter's Lab versus shie. And well, Looster 200 on the production, and I am joined by Kami. How you doing, Kami?
I'm doing just fine, eXtine. Lovely. Pleasure to be here with you on this fine night. Everything looks like it's shaping up to be actually a pretty good game between these two teams. Got stats-wise, we're looking at people in the bottom half of the invite here, but between the two teams, I like a lot of the players on both teams. I think that there are some good player matchups going here with like Exile versus Bull. I think Exile, a lot of people would say they have the upper hand, but Bull, no slouch himself. I think we're going to see a lot of nice action on process here, and I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. Let's set the stage a little bit. You were talking, you briefly mentioned the standings, and indeed these teams are sort of on the lower half of invite, but there is actually a doubleheader for Dexter's Lab tonight. And so, they're sitting in 5th place, 2 and 6, but they're up against the two teams tonight that are below them in the standings. So, that in itself obviously should be, maybe a little hint of what the general expectations are. But then again, at the same time, haven't really played each other much this season. And the teams that are below them, certainly are at a similar level and are pretty excited about, the possibility to get a W against Dexter's Lab, to maybe throw off their plans to climb back into the playoff picture here.
Yeah, well, it'll certainly be interesting to see if Dexter's Lab takes any kind of momentum, well, whether positive or negative, from this first match into their second of the night. Because I'll tell you, having played 2 match nights before, it is grueling to actually have to play 2 full matches in one night.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely something, as both teams are playing doubleheaders tonight, and that is definitely something to take into consideration. I mean, these players certainly have built up their endurance as TF2 athletes, but I hear you on that. I definitely find myself sometimes, 90 minutes into a night of TF2, and you really should be ramping up, trying to hit your peak abilities, but instead you're kind of starting to hit some Z's. And we'll see, though, if teams, have kind of over-prepared for this, if they, scrimmed twice, or if they're just coming into this a little bit fresher. Let's start talking about some lineups, though. I want to run down Dexter's Lab first. Their medic is played by Toy. She and Exile, the Demo Man, took part in Exile versus Exile, a little show match last week. Demo Man Exile versus Jumper Exile. Check that thought out.
That sounds fantastic.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. The soldiers, though, are Ether and Mirror Man, and then the Dexter Labs scouts are going to be Midas and Jinx. Some thoughts of this lineup, Kami?
Well, I have pretty great respect, as I already mentioned, for Exile. I like Mirror Man. I'll have to watch that show match you mentioned. That sounds brilliant. I actually hadn't heard that had happened. But I think especially for Dexter's Lab, we're going to be looking at what their scout pair can be up to, because especially looking at the stats we have, at least up on screen for me, we have Midas and Jinx, both with relatively even KDs, but, especially on process, the scouts can really kind of make or break on holds with denying bombers, and on mids with just helping to keep that pressure on upper. So I'd be interested to see where their scouts end up in terms of impact on this match, because I think that's going to be a pretty big deciding factor.
And let's run down the roster of shie. It's going to be Daffodil playing their medic, Bull, the Demo Man. A lot of experience from them on Highlander Demo Man. They've just been around the scene for quite a while. Alexandros and Dingo going to be their soldiers. Dingo has also spent a fair amount of time on both Demo Man and Soldier. And then their scouts are Legit and Esper. And Kami, I guess, same question. What do you think are the main highlights here of this roster?
I'm interested in Ashi's soldiers. Like by stats again, we're seeing a little bit of struggle, but soldier and invite can be a bit of a rough spot on everyone's best days. But seeing how Alexandros and Dingo managed to control space is going to be pretty important, I think, especially considering that I at least personally am going to be watching Dexter's Lab scouts fairly closely. So seeing if Alexandros and Dingo can play around, what some would say is the superior DM class in terms of scout and really get impact plays moving. I would be really interested to find out if that's something that's actually going to come to pass in this match.
Yeah, we are going live right now, actually, so we will be finding out very shortly how this match indeed will go down.
Bolting early space here on under, but oh my lord, Dexter's Lab just coming all over and destroying goal.
That's right now, XL trying to push forward here. He's going to get a little damage there. Mirror Man also kind of pushing in through sewer, but is going to block back up a little bit, and it looks like Dexter's Lab will take this pretty comfortably.
Ashi, I think, doing some good things to get out of mid that quickly after losing Bull, but oh no, there goes one of their soldiers down in sewer. And it looks like that's going to trigger the push.
Yeah, Mirror Man coming in here. Big bomb. Doesn't get the connection, though. Taken out. I think Daffodil got hit by an arrow there, but at about third health, so Daff still, picks up that bottle. They'll feel confident here.
Happy enough to trade it out with the sack, looks like. Yeah. And we've got back into a holding pattern, but that was a pretty dominant mid performance from Dexter's Lab, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, back into the stalemate, though, an impetus here controlling mid and with all 6 of their players up is going to be on Dexter's Lab. Looks like how they're going to choose to flex this will be running Mirror Man on Sniper, so dropping a soldier instead of the Scout for Sniper here, and they are going to get into position for a little bit of sniping from Sewer here.
Certainly has a lot of potential because Bull's been playing pretty close to choke thus far, but looks like he's getting forced out of sewer already. Yeah, good rotation on the part of Ashie to get Mir out of sewer at least, but here comes the repeak.
Yeah, he's got a nice little angle here. Daffodil has rotated a little bit closer into IT though, so not stuck over by Spire.
Yeah, and interesting how we aren't seeing Ashi hold close in IT yet, so I wouldn't be surprised if, having scouted that out, Ether calls for Mirman to potentially rotate into IT, knowing that the Red Medic is actually playing pretty close to lower IT right now.
He actually already poked there and back, but it looks like Exile going to get picked off there.
Oh, no.
Combo from Legit and Bull. That's a nice pick. Now he's over the top from Bull. Trying to pressure a toy. They're going to use the Ubercharge here. Minus coming in, gets the kill on Esper.
Oh no. Not an exchange, but just at force. And Dexter's Lab is pretty much going to have to get forced out here. Let's see if they can make the Ashi use when they get back into mid, though.
Yeah, Legit going to be trying to post from IT here. Bull going to be leading the way. Just these 2 players over here with the medic. They're going to pop out of the doorway as they come through here. The demo bombing forward pretty aggressively. Uber getting dashed on him, but Bull actually didn't really take too much damage there. They're going to be able to get this point captured.
Yeah, fairly safe exchange from both teams, and it looks like he's going to be a leapfrog.
Yeah, we still have the Mirror Man Sniper, now kind of on the defensive side of second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Mirrorman on Sniper, whether the pick comes out or not, does force an early use or at least an IT push.
Like Mirrorman is actually running all the way back to switch classes, so he can come back in as Soldier. They're going to try to use this
just giving
here.
It up, then.
The bomb coming in from Exile, pushing Bull out of IT. I think they're going to flip the point here and get the capture, but that's all that's going to be accomplished, and the counter Uber could come in shortly here. Yeah, right now Daffodil has the charge. Looks like they might be rotating Sewer. Do have Esper there. They're going to rotate pretty aggressively here. Daffodil sort of getting cut off. They're just going to leave Esper. Daffodil now comes in with that Uber charge, though. Yeah, they get the kill on Ether. This Uber a little bit scrappy, but at the same time, Dexter's Lab has backed out.
And Mirman does get picked up behind.
Yeah,
clean 2-player ad.
Capture going underway here. Dingo sliding forward fairly quick with his push forward, but does have to get back into Sewer to get a little bit more health here. Legit poking on to point from IT. Will get shoved back. Here's Alexandros with a bomb forward. The counter Uber out here from Toy. She's going to pop big bombs in the choke.
Mulched. Oh my god, huge damage.
Yeah, Mirror Man taken out mid-air by Legit to get the trade with Midas getting the kill. And Dingo not able to escape. 3 players are out for Shie though.
If that's not enough to roll into second, I don't know what is.
Well, Daffodil does have the Uber charge, so, you know, it is going to be something that they have to be mindful of here. The players respawning, they didn't get forward spawns, so they're coming back from last. Bull gonna poke forward here.
Oh,
it
dropped.
drops Esper, though. And that's unfortunate. Uber charge is just going to burn out here. And that's Mirror Man, sorry, excuse me, pushing forward. Violent shots from Ether. Get the kill on Alexandros there. Nice stuff. Yeah, and Exile getting killed by that trap from Bull, you were calling. Charge call out here from Toy. They're going to push forward. And coming out, the Scout's trying to Toy the point, but there's Sticky still on him. Dingo going to get the kill on Ninjax here. Toy, though, in a good position to heal from the back lines. Just rotate back in the lobby. Push isn't going to be successful. Daffodil already at least wants to get forward with the team.
Exile just sneaking out on about 15 health. And looks to be that it's just going to come back to a poke situation. Oh, no, there comes one. As we're getting used on early out of one, but nowhere to be seen as any of the players
cutting off Bull, but Bull actually has a nice trap there at his feet, so gets the kill there. A lot of flip-flopping back and forth from points, but really technical play from both teams. So, I mean, I hope people are finding this interesting. I am.
Yeah, we really haven't seen much in the way of overcommittals just yet. The worst was 3 players getting caught out on mid from, I believe that's Shie. But, oh, here comes in through sewer into Al-Qaeda.
Yeah, Exile trying to push forward here. Midas a little bit in front of the beam. They're connecting here, though. The medic, Toy, still very cautious about this. He's really trying to milk this. Yeah, arrow on Mirror Man, and they're going to be able to get this capture. But Shie, you know, stalled long enough that they will be able to get an Uber charge here to defend last. Blue looking pushing forward here. Yeah, Midas coming in super aggressively. Ether jumping in as well. Also with the high bomb coming in here on Daffodil. Does get a great surf from Daff back into spawn. Cycles as well. Back at full health already.
Excellent double sack. Definitely would have made me sweat. But nothing came of it just yet. It looks like we're getting some pokes from upper lobby back into second. Jumping Hex. Oh, Mir goes down.
Yeah, Uber charge popped out here from Shie, though, and Toy will be able to milk this, especially standing behind the fence. Now the counter Uber coming out here, the Demo Man jumping forward. Scout getting a good chunk of this flash. At the end of it, though, Daffodil will end up with a very slight defensive Uber ad.
It looks like this is going to go back to a reset again. Neither team wants to give up an inch on this, I can tell.
Well, Daffodil and company were trying to poke forward aggressively, but, you know, discipline from them to, you know, not lose the last point when they lose that fight on second.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we do have Legit coming out on a Sniper and does hit the shot on Midas.
Fast. Immediate pickup.
He's going to poke out into battlements here.
That's
and
2 picks
gets a second pick.
Spectacular peaks.
Looking out on Bats again here, as he also has a couple players coming out of rollout.
A couple of players with bad health on the part of Shie, though, so I'm not sure that's going to be quite enough to make this clean just yet.
Yeah, Esper comes in, gets the kill on Exile. I don't know about this jump from Mirror Man, though, coming in. Now the counter Uber, the Scout, though, he's going to be able to get a lot of these heals. Stops the fight on the point, though, instead of chasing the medic. His teammate, though, showing up here. At the same, though, Midas, very low health.
Oh, and Daff
so much time on Daff, but great dodges.
Oh. So close to taking out the medic there. That would have made it all worth it, but as it is, Shie is coming straight into mid, uncontested. Except for a little peek from Exile.
Yeah, Bull, their only player going down there, so not too much of a loss, all things considered. And looks like Dexter's Lab, though, do want to get in here. They know that Bull is going to be a little bit slow returning the scene. And Dingo getting juggled a bit, still surviving, though. Does get
pick up on Ginny.
Cleaned up by Mirror Man eventually. Legit going down. Esper's going to be in trouble as well. That's 3 kills. And pressure continues here as eXtine bombing in, trying to lock off Daffodil, and then the bomb from Aether gets that kill.
It's everyone down but Bowl for Shie, so this looks like it's going to be a last cap, but unless Bowl can pull off some miracles.
Yeah, the stickies on last getting scattered. The medic flashing a lot of players here, but, leaving some unflashed. Great capture by Dexter's Lab to now go up 1-0 after a 10-minute round.
It's unexpectedly safe. I'd be interested to see how this next mid goes. Let's see if Bull can keep his life for more than about 6 seconds this time.
He does get a good slide off the ramp. 2 stickies on the red crate after picking up the health pack, so he should be a little bit better off. Esper dodging most of the damage up top, but the bomb coming in
lots
here.
Of early
Daff
aggression.
surfs over onto the roof of the side. That's a good spot, but now that Bull is dead, they're going to have to try to rotate their way around. And Alexandros bombing in, though.
Huge bomb, not much
yeah,
to pick
unfortunately,
up on
Ashi mostly getting cleaned up here. Esper, nice arrow received up top. Daffodil, though, just trying to make a break for it through IT.
Quite nothing. It's just one more soldier, and it's not going to be enough to get anything.
No, very clean mid-fight by Dexter's Lab. They're going to be able to roll this in for the clean second capture, of course. eXtine pretty far forward, though, trying to put some pressure on last already.
Yeah, and Dexter's going to have a massive ad coming into last as well. Just got to make sure that they don't get picked up like they did last time.
They are coming in through Shutter here.
Early use.
eXtine and Midas, uber charged already.
Not much point pressure just yet. This could be pretty bad for Dexter's, actually.
The fight's still continuing. Heavy weapons guy on the side here. And Bull fighting on the point. We do have a soldier from behind, though, up top in secret. That's Mirror Man. Waiting for the opportune time. Does get the kill on the scout. Now the Demo Man on capture as well. Dingo jumping in. Can't stop it, though. 2-0.
Bit of a protracted last fight, but one that Dexter's knew that they had in the end.
Yeah, strong performance by them. I mean, they didn't get as much accomplished with the overcharge when they came in, but they were able to scout around and make it work in the long run.
Excellent post. And Bull with a huge speed advantage coming into mid, but Aether poking on the left side.
Yeah, the scouts for Ashi controlling the blue crate. Mirror Man jumping around into choke. A lot of damage on Bull. Bull is super weak. Out of the fight, waiting for some heals. Dingo leaving as well. Ashi, 3 players in, 3 players out.
Looks like Dex just has to come out,
They're
though.
still going to win the mid, though.
Oh, and Exile. Oh, Exile gets picked. That should be enough, actually, for at least some aggression on the second here from Ashi. But Aether is in sewer.
Aether jumping out of choke now, trying to fight on second. The capture still trying to be worked on mid. Aether will get through
Gets
here.
out safely,
back to last.
Easily. And already some pressure into secret, but oh, that's not going to happen.
Yeah, pushing to last, though. And they might draw it back a little bit. I mean, Daff is going into a full Uber on the hands of Toy, so a player down, it's not an easy free push, so they back it up a little bit.
Do you have some surprising aggression coming out in lobby, though, from Dexter's?
Yeah, they sense the space, so they're just taking advantage of it. And, you know, try to poke, and maybe you get an aggressive Uber or an awkward Uber from the offensive team.
But things are back into a bit of a holding pattern here until sack through rollout looks like, but not going to get picked up by either team.
Yeah, Dingo got stuffed there on the initial tap, and then kind of gets juggled again, so he'll get another buff here. Alexandros kind of looks for an angle in Shutter.
Pretty good spam through one there.
Yeah, no, certainly Dexter's Lab doing a good job of holding it down right now.
Oh, and there goes Exile.
Yeah, that's
Picked
the danger,
up
though.
Over aggressive on 5.
Yeah, that's the danger of the demo and that aggressive hold. You know, they'd been doing it for a while, and then this other player's rotated out. Now the Ubercharge coming in here from the attacking team. They've already lost Alexandros, though, so 2 players down. So the respawners are going to come out here for Dexter's Lab to be able to assist here. The jump forward, though, from Dingo. Trades out for Aether. I don't know if it'll be enough, though. Ashi still pushing in here.
Oh, and there
Esper going down, and now Daffodil going to be in a tough spot, taken out.
Bull looks to be getting out pretty safely, but I wouldn't be so sure about Alexandros if he stays. Nope, he gets out.
Yeah, Dexter's Lab then are going to be able to push out here, get the capture on second, and also continue to build an Ubercharge advantage here. Daffodil getting back spawned, and Esper a little bit slow on running back for the medic here. So the push from Dexter's Lab certainly very advantageous right now. Their demo thrown sky high, but will land and survive here.
Omir living on 11 health. That's... could have gone a lot differently if Ashi had picked up both of those picks that they looked like they might have been able to get on there, but neither of them went their way, unfortunately.
Yeah, for sure. Now they're trying to push through IT here, and leading with both scouts here. Midas though gets stuff from the trap, and are going to push forward with Ninjax, though they still want to use it, still want to try to find Daff here, but Daff actually 15% away. We'll have the overcharge shortly. Exile getting taken out. Daff though 90%. Has to be a little bit, but actually, yeah, won't get challenged there.
Almost enough to force back into mid here. Dexter's going to have to play very careful if they want to get caught out.
Yeah, no, they are pushing forward into mid here, and Dexter's Lab continue to back up. Their two players will get this forward spawn here, which is fairly important.
Exile has been getting caught at some really odd times during these fights.
Yeah, there's been a few deaths that certainly he regrets, I'm sure.
Ooh, Death coming in Pursuer. Big pressure on Al-Qaeda.
Yeah, Death is going to get forced in the early pop. And great jumps from Mirror Man. He's doing a lot of distracting of that Uber charge. Dingo has gone down. Bullfighting on the point. Does get some damage on Mirror Man.
Looks like
Exile's just going down for Dexter's Lab. There goes Exile. Big spawn timers as well. 10 seconds for 2 players, or 3 players. But Ninjax and Exile not going to be up for 15 seconds. Poi basically having a whole last by herself. Not going to be happening
huge cap
here.
time already. There's a round.
Yeah, Ashi drawing one back there, 2-1. Now the score line in favor of Dexter's Lab.
Dexter's Lab has looked fairly dominant on these mid fights so far. I'd be interested to see if Ashi can make any adjustments to make this happen, or at least keep Bull up for a little bit longer on some of these mids where he's been going down early. But let's see as it comes in. Exile with the speed advantage on the rollout this time.
Bull is taking a different rollout. He's taking the right-hand side, took the bottle, now getting an arrow heal as well. So they're tucked in here, but here comes the bomb from Mirror Man. Mirror Man gets the medic down to half health. Follow-up not really there, though.
And there goes Bull again.
Yeah, and Alexandros also taken out at the same time, so Dexter's Lab will be able to get this mid-fight. Daffodil able to escape, though, with the overcharge.
But it looks like they're interested in keeping this aggression up, or at least Exile is, as he is taking a very forward position here on the second. Daff getting dinged for about 50, and with a player loss, I wouldn't be surprised if Dexter's gets forced out here. Yeah, and they're out back again through choke. Looks like just a very aggressive sack then.
Well, it certainly was an averted push. You have Bull messing around and choke a little bit. He took a little bit of damage from Midas, but able to actually just surf those scout shots backwards. And the team's just poking at each other with both Ubers being even. And Ether is on the sniper, but running back from spawn right now.
Looks like Ether's taking the long angle first, but Bull is not close to choke just yet.
Yeah, no, with this, I'm sure they'll give him some time to work. Legit pokes his head out.
Must have called that sniper at this point.
Yeah, took a shot there, but still able to sneak away. The other teammates not quite able to close that.
Ether is opening some space up for Dexter to get a little bit more aggressive in choke, but here comes a bit of extra pressure. Here comes Mirror Man. Not getting too much damage, but he does trade out on legit.
Yeah, I mean, that's worth it. Also getting some damage in there. You know, if you get a trade on a sack, that's pretty good. But certainly also if you're sacking and you have a sniper, that's where you kind of get sometimes into some awkward positions. But looks like Ashi aren't going to necessarily push anybody too hard through IT, which is kind of the exposed area right now. They're trying to pressure out the sniper from Sewer. Looks like they will be able to, and Dexter's Lab is back at full strength right now. Dingo getting a lot of space here. I was going to say he might jump through there, but...
Yeah, I'm not sure he knew that Ether was right there for him to pick out.
And Dexter's Lab getting pretty confident, pushing forward here. Definitely getting closer and closer to choke here with their sniper.
Bull finally getting some retraps up, but they keep clearing. Aether's getting an angle. Oh, super aggro hero shot coming in. Oh, but it's Mirman with the force.
Yeah, I like that play, though, of walking your sniper in at the same time that you jump over the top. Two just very aggressive plays. Does get the Uber charge used out, but now we're going to get the counter Uber by Dexter's Lab. Definitely a good chunk later. Midas maybe was looking to try to like surf that sticky at the end there, but just kind of got popped vertically. The counter push dry from Ashi. I love this. This is a great play here, coming in very aggressively. They're going to need to find frags, though. Mirman up top here, trading a rocket.
Big
and now Alexandros coming in here, pushing from Ether. Mirman down.
This is messy. I'm surprised more players haven't died just yet. But Dexter's Lab finally getting forced out.
Yeah, they're pretty weak on health here. Need to get some arrows in on both Exile and Ether. Exile still waiting for one. A little bit of spam coming out here from Ashi. And 9:30 on the clock here. Certainly 2-2 is already a step better to a better half for them, but 3-2 still within the realm of possibility.
Big pressure coming out, and Dexter just has to back all the way up. They did get the Uber, but...
Yeah, that was one of those, like, you know, their ad is actually really healthy there, and got to be a little bit disappointing that they weren't able to lock out Toy and get the frag there, because now Toy and Dexter's Lab do have an Uber charge, and they want to come in aggressively from stairs.
But it looks like Ashi has it spotted out. Early use onto Exile. Big bomb into choke. Bull gets picked up.
Yeah, this is really good. The scout pushing forward here does pull back a little bit and say, okay, well, we got the demo man. We're going to get the point easy. Let's just consolidate, and then we can win the after fight. Ether going in for the big bomb. The follow-up bomb from Mirman as well. He's not going to be able to quite get it, though. Yeah, Mirman getting cleaned up afterwards. 5v4 in favor of Ashi. And you just need to get this capture first. Toy was in rollout there, getting shoved back a bit.
And yeah, it looks like Exile trading for Bull on that Uber wasn't quite enough to get Dexter's second cleanly, and that allowed for that repush from Ashi coming in. And oh, Uber already in on last. Bull with pretty big sticks.
Yeah, and there's the back cap going down here, so Ashi... Oh, I think that did get dealt with, actually. Toy is down. Dexter's Lab losing a few more players. Ether, big bomb. Midas fighting on the scout as well, but Dingo's still there. And Alexandros on
big
the
point time, terrifying.
Midas still
for
jumping
Dexter's
around.
Here. Oh,
both soldiers, though, will take care of that.
It's got to feel good to be Ashi evening it up, rather, 2-2 after going down 0-2 at the start.
Yeah, no, certainly. Next mid underway already here. Bull trying to just play it a little bit slow on that right-hand side. Throws a couple stickies up top. There's 3 stickies on the ground there from Exile. Actually not going to get any damage from it. They've rotated around the right side. Classic process. Ring around the rosy here.
Oh, Exile coming on to top point, but pretty big damage on him, actually.
Now, the scouts from Dexter's Lab trying to continue to rotate here. Soldiers actually pulling it back a little bit. Teams have taken the other team's sides, but now Exile and Dexter's Lab trying to retake their corner. Spin the direction, and they've gotten 3 frags already. Bull pushing forward on Toy.
Bombs
gets damage, but can't get the damage.
Oh my lord, Ashi had good positioning for most of that, but their health was just getting chipped down and down over the course of that mid, and you saw how it paid off with 3 almost simultaneous frags from Dexter's at the end there. And this is going to be a huge ad going into last.
Yeah, I mean, they're already getting forward. Exile picked up a kill on Esper, and trying to continue this pressure as well, leaving second to be captured by their scout. And trying to get this fight. The Demo Man jumping across. Bull, though, goes down.
Oh, and Exile does
super
go
aggressive,
down.
But they've traded 2 players. Now the overcharge coming out here as well. And legit goes down. Players on top of last.
Not quite going to be enough.
3-2 for Dexter's Lab.
Yeah, the Dexter's Lab scouts getting some body blocks right on the point there at the end of that push to secure it before the Uber was even up. Wouldn't let, I'm not actually sure which scout it was on Ashi, but wouldn't let one of those scouts onto the point to stop for even a second longer.
Yeah, big strong push in from there, from Dexter's Lab, just on that round as a whole. pretty crazy, long, extended mid-fight. But, really well played by Dexter's Lab in terms of just kind of being patient and waiting for it to develop. No, I'm going to try to pull up the log here real quick.
Absolutely.
Ashi, though, got some momentum. Overall, just TF2 can be very challenging when, you're in that situation when you lost a mid-fight hard. And basically as well, eXtine was able to kind of capitalize on it, so well afterwards, just kind of getting the frag on Esper and then forcing 2 players to commit. So at that point, you have an ubercharge advantage, and then you just traded your demo man for 3 players on the defending team. That's pretty value.
Looking at the stats, both eXtine and Bull went negative in terms of frags, obviously picking up first and second's top damage on the server, but coming in under that is that Alexandros or Dingo for Ashi?
Yeah, players A-list in logs. I'm gonna guess that was okay. Dingo is race car. Sorry, I was confused for a second because I was seeing my scout that off classed, which was legit.
Genie coming in with a huge, so presumably that's Alexandros coming in with 17 and 9, which is massive for Ashi.
Unfortunately though, you need more than soldier frag numbers to take the game, and I think as we were talking about, a little bit of it comes down to their scouts. And Esper stepped up big, but I don't know, just kind of their combo overall of playing with. I don't know. I think it comes down to how their scouts play with their soldiers and making sure that those bombs are the right bombs. They're not giving up bad kills. It looks like they're going to go live in the second half.
Oh, all right.
So Ashi down 2-3 going into the second half. Thanks for joining us, ladies and gentlemen. Big night for TF2 tonight in terms of invite games. Both of these teams are playing doubleheaders, so they have other games. I myself will be following Dexter's Lab over on their next match, which will be on the RGL GG channel. This mid getting underway. Dexter's Lab up 3-2 here. Still in the blue.
Dexter's very clustered on their side, and Ashi taking immediate advantage of that with some early aggression. Ether getting picked up early, and 2 players down from Dexter's already. Mirrorman coming in, getting picked up as well, and Exile almost getting caught out, but looks to be successfully getting out, and that's going to be a pretty clean mid-fight for Ashi.
Yeah, basically they did a slow left push where they weren't. Oh, Exile with the huge fight. Can't get the follow-up though.
And
Dingo
goes down for
craters.
That's actually really bad.
That mid-fight, they didn't push left hard and immediately. They kind of faked that Bull was maybe going to go right, and that they were going to ring around the Rosie again, and then they ended up switching directions. So super smart play, and they're already getting the
pressure. That is a fast round. They just didn't want to stop the point there. Dexter's, oh wow. That is a very quick pickup from Ashi to even it up at 3-3.
Yeah, super strong round from them. I mean, they had to battle back to get it to the 2-2 scoreline, and then certainly must have been disappointed in that 5th round. Now Bull, though, quick on the left again, gets the pack. We'll see how they play this. Aether
poking pretty early, but not getting too much damage.
Mirrorman jumping in aggressively from the left. They're trying to wrap in hard here. Can't quite do it. Ninjax in as for the first trade here. Mid-fight continuing, ring around the Rosie, though. Daffodil over on the blue choke side.
Looks like positioning favors Dexter's, but both soldiers from Ashi getting forced off and one getting picked up.
And Dingo and Legit getting killed here. Mirrorman trying to come in here. Gets a kill on Alexandros. Bull in trouble. Now Daffodil going to go down as well.
Stops the pickaxe coming out from Mir, though. Moral victory at the very least.
Exile getting forward to trap off the areas here then, as they're going to be able to chain the mid-fight capture in the Spire.
And based on the Ubers, I wouldn't be surprised if it was another fairly quick round coming out, but this time in favor of Dexter's. We've got some pressure coming into lobby at this point.
Yeah, they're trying to push in a lobby, check control, but they get stuffed a little bit. But looking to come forward here, they do pop the Ubercharge
Fast
on
use
Exile.
on Exile.
Coming in, they need to
Getting
get the
focused on the gun. There goes.
gun taken control of.
No
Trying
point
to
time,
sticky
though.
out the upper area, the secret. They do get a kill on Dingo there.
This is going to be a drawn-out last fight, I'll tell you that much. Ether coming up in secret. Big bomb to nowhere. Getting forced out, and it looks like Ashi might actually hold this. That's really surprising.
Yeah, well, the Ubercharge wasn't able to get in too strongly there, so off the kind of the back of that failed attempt, certainly Ashi able to mount a solid defense. Spy coming in here from Mirror Man, and we'll see what he is able to get here. Right now, lurking by Dingo, just wants to slip past, maybe go for a back cap attempt here. I'm not sure if Dingo ran into him there. Now he's going to have to switch and just go for a stab.
Yeah.
We have lost the control point.
Mir with pretty low cloak coming in here, but he is doing some rotations back behind into rollout.
And Dexter's Lab are going to have to fake this
Not
out. He's
called
deep
out,
cloaked
he's so
and coming
close.
in here. Nobody's spotted him.
there's
He
the
gets
drop!
the stab. Daffodil didn't check. Very well played by Mirror Man. The long run.
Fantastic. My heart goes out to a good spy play, and I am surprised that one worked out.
Although, unfortunately, right now, Mirror Man a little too busy chatting while his team losing several players. Now they're going to get forced into an awkward Ubercharge here. Sometimes the drops just don't matter.
Well, it doesn't look like Twitter's forced just there, so we are going to have...
I mean, they captured mid, though, so they're going to have to most likely use Ubercharge to retake here. And then at the end of the day, Ashi will be in control of second with even Ubers. Likely, if Dexter's Lab push this quicker, they might be able to beat that tempo. But it's still like this is not that bad of a situation for Ashi.
Neither team seems to want to commit onto a fight
That's
there.
a half step
Oh,
backwards.
and there's the Uber coming in from lower IT.
Yeah, I mean, Dingo goes down there, and I mean, even because the Ubercharge was used aggressively here, just theory-wise, you know, at the end of the day, after that drop, if Daffodil comes in here and if they have a successful Ubercharge here and get a kill on the medic, they could end up rolling forward on mid and, again, like not be all that bad off from that spy play.
Absolutely possible. I'd be interested to see. Here comes from, again, lower lobby looking like a poke, but not when he commit. There goes
then
Bull.
Bull goes down. I didn't quite see where Exile chapped him, and then Daffodil's going to be in a little bit of trouble here. Oh, actually, Ether taken out by Esper, so no awkward Ubercharge being forced out.
But unless Ashi wants to make something happen pretty quickly, they're going to let the Ubers even up for Dexter's Lab. But it's going to look a little bit difficult with Bull just spawning. And Fate coming out, that's 90% for Dexter's.
Yeah, this would be a tough push out here, and you know, I think instead they'll just poke with the sniper a little bit and not use this advantage. Mirror Man looking to maybe get into lobby here, poke a little bit, jump forward,
Fast
battle around
aggression
the
on
health
the
pack.
5.
There's a
Oh, he
sniper
wants
around
it.
though.
Oh, he hits the bandy bind just in time. Ether does not get his wish.
Dingo pushing lobby a little bit. Again, just trying to control that health pack. And tempo kind of slowing down here now. 3-3 the scoreline. Excuse me. And Exile, yeah, poking a few stickies through, but things kind of slow. No sacks from Dexter's Lab. We'll see if they run something again here. Mirror Man, maybe, yeah, looking for a jump here. Oh, comes in, does get the kill on Esper.
Oh,
Still moving
and
in.
that could be,
Oh,
that's the force.
Mirror
That's
Man could have hit
down
that
for
shot
Ashi.
there.
And here comes the counter. Straight
Yeah,
back into last already, but there's a spawner up soon for... Oh, there goes Daff. That could be
the
enough for
soldier just
Dexter's.
bombing forward. You're trying to protect point here. Other soldier on top of Exile does get some good damage here, but the soldier from the blue team, Dexter's Lab,
He's got
standing on the
huge
point
point
from
time,
behind,
and
gets a
just
lot
gonna be
of
a scat,
time
but
on
Bull's
it.
coming
And
back
now
from
Exile
spawn
is
and
going to be able to push forward, get that capture. 4-3 the scoreline for Dexter's Lab.
Not quite enough for Ashi to come back into that, but that was terrifying last push. It took so long for Dexter to get point pressure on that it really did look like Bull's spawn was going to be enough to hold it for him, but not quite.
Bull getting onto the point early, grab that health pack. See if they try to transition this left directly into Dexter's lab. That was the mid-fight that won them the start of this half. Alexandro, yeah, a bit of a body block there. Dexter's lab controlling their right corner. Trying to push forward a little bit. Ninjax gets that kill on Alexandros. Dingo is back, legit in trouble as well.
And that's going to be pretty clean. Ooh, does actually manage to trade out there, but it does look like a pretty clean mid-fight for Dexter's otherwise.
Yeah, with Alexandros going down, if they were to push here, numbers would still be kind of even. Engagement's going on.
Ether,
yeah, jumping over the top here, trying to get on top of Daffodil. Not able to get that kill, though. Dexter's lab probably going to slow it down a little bit now.
And Exile actually going down to 50 health during the course of that sack, so that if that had gone a little bit worse for Dexter's lab, that might have been a pretty free midpoint for Ashi after that.
Yeah, and Dexter's lab, Exile in pretty close, but was buffed up and maintained his safety. Ether coming out on Sniper now.
Yeah, it's going to be a long walk for Ether to get back into position, but we have seen a lot of snipers getting pushed into seconds from, I think, both teams, actually, during this match so far. But this is certainly not the first time we've seen Ether, and Bull has the read, immediately sticking up Sewer.
Yeah, Midas took some damage, but got that pack, and so it's fine. I might poke it one more time, but yeah, there's still stickies there, so they're going to rotate it again. Last time we saw this, it was Mirror Man on the Sniper. See what Ether can do here, but probably similar to last time as well. Probably will take a couple rotations. And Alexandros and Dingo kind of just doing some poking jumps and then falling back.
Yeah, it looks like
Mirror Man going to jump in here now.
Here comes the Mirror Man sack. Big damage on the Bull, but not going to pick it up just yet. Bull going down all the way to 32 on that sack.
Yeah, and Ashi in response. Dingo poking IT a little bit. Alexandros poking Choke and Sewer, but they don't see anything, so I think they're just going to have to wait here for the next move from Dexter's lab.
But yeah, that is the second time already that Dexter's lab has done the bait play where they try to take Ether close into Choke and then have Mirror Man sack. And the first time it worked out well for them, but the second time there, we saw that she made the adjustment and didn't really pick anything up off of it.
I saw Mirror Man real quick and spawn go to Spy, and I thought for a second that they were going to run a very, very unusual lineup. But actually, yeah, he was just checking just to make sure that there wasn't a Spy on the Ashi side. Mirror Man now going for the big bomb in here. And he right on top of Daffodil, but huge meat shot it down.
Even if Mirror stayed up, Daff was out of there. Surfed all the way up on the mini Spire.
Nice. They still have plenty of room though. You know, legit had gone down, so they're just trying to work Ether a little bit. Looks like they're going to try the Sewer. Shutter door again.
Yeah, and technically, there goes Ether. That's not going to
it just pushes real hard through Al-Qaeda, but unfortunately for him, the soldier was just right there. Dingo tries to push in Sewer, see who else he can find real quick. We actually do have the bomb in here from Alexandros, and does get on top of Toy, but not able to get enough damage there.
Reflexes on the next 2 good. Mir coming back in. Not very much damage on Bull at all, and that's going to be 2 down before the spawn for Dexter's. Not sure if Ashi's going to make too much off of that, though.
Yeah, they're just missing 1 soldier, so they're fine. Ashi not quite able to find the pace here. 18 minutes on the clock here. Dexter's lab need 1 more round to put this away.
And Ashi would have to take 2 of their own to make it happen, and so, you know, Dexter's does have the incentive to wait for as long as they really want here, so at a certain point, you could almost expect them to stop sending sacks and maybe just really slowly work a sniper if Ether goes back in for another sack and comes back up.
Yeah, some of the normal park the bus mentality might not quite apply since both teams are playing double headers tonight.
Ooh, there's a big air shot on Ether on the sack.
Yeah, and Alexandros picks him off and cleans him up as well. Mirror Man going down, so again, this time they're actually inviting a bit of a counter push here. Dingo has gotten in on the side, distracting Ninjax. No real pressure from IT side. If they did, they could maybe stretch apart Dexter's Lab a little bit better.
Oh, here comes there goes legit with the force.
Good force from Toy. I think she was like pulling her arrows out too, so that's always one of those situations you can get caught with your arrows out and end up dropping.
Definitely excellent reactions on the part of Toy to make sure that there was no dropping being done there.
Dexter's Lab are trying to position themselves for a push in, based off of Ashi being down a few players here. Daffodil does have the charge though, and they are going to come in here.
Force.
Yeah, and the Scout and the Bull pushing forward here. Legit getting the kill on Ether. Midas going down as well. And Daffodil and their Demo Man on the point.
I think that's Dingo.
Yeah, but they've spotted Mirror Man, so I mean, just the fact that they know he's there means he really doesn't have much of an opportunity to jump the medic. Here comes Bull, good slides forward.
Behind from Mirror. And legit's going back for Mirror Man as well. I wouldn't be surprised if this turns into another 1v1.
Well, Mirror Man is going to have to deal with some teammates coming in here and respawning, so we'll get cleaned up. At the same time,
but that does
been a bit of a counter push here from Dexter's Lab.
Yeah.
Smart play from them off of the distraction from Mirror Man. And we're back to a mid-second standoff, but this time Dexter's Lab in control of the second point.
Oh, and some fast aggression through Al-Qaeda. Oh, Daffodil coming, and the combo coming straight behind Dexter's Lab.
Well, Dingo also got a pick hiding over on IT side, so that might have been part of the queue there. Daffodil sort of sticking off some stickies. And then now Alexander's coming in, not quite able to get
huge damage on the most of Dexter's Lab's players, though. This could be dangerous.
Yeah, they're a little bit hurt, but at the same time, they lock out Choke. And Ashi on the back foot here. The Scout already through IT, that's Ninjax.
The control point is being captured.
And Ashi will back it on up. Uber charges are even, though.
We have secured the control point.
Yeah, perhaps that exchange was ill-advised, at least in hindsight, didn't end up seeming to go too well in Ashi's favor, but it was certainly an interesting idea to try to catch Toy and the rest of Dexter's Lab's combo in choke there with the Al-Qaeda push.
Yeah, right now they're kind of skipping forward here. Ether kind of coming up top. But they'll back out IT. Now,
a lot of players getting piped in choke for Dexter's there.
Yeah, now 15 minutes on the clock, and Ashi again kind of just forced into this passive position. See if they kind of end up changing their plans a little bit. Mirror Man got stuff. Ether will then go for the bomb afterwards.
Big damage on the bowl.
Yeah, I can't quite hit it.
Oh, and there's an immediate resack.
Yeah, Dingo taken out, but with Mirror Man and Ether down, they are going to pressure forward, and Toy drops Exile there on the Uber charge. This is not that great for Dexter's Lab. A little bit of body blocking coming in there from Ashi and Esper. Bull bombing forward here, trying to get the follow-up on Toy.
Oh,
and the rollers. Ninjax coming out, going down. Midas going down. Big plays for Ashi right now. They're going to get an Uber charge add off of this fight and get the capture in mid-fight.
Bull absolutely showing the power of the Iron Bomber there with those, I think it was 2 or 3 rollers under Toy's feet on pack.
Yeah, killing Toy with not even a direct pipe. 4 stickies behind the point. Bull sees that though, and they go off harmlessly. Ashi in a great position to possibly tie it up. They just need to build out 30% more Uber. They have a significant add. Midas has built a gun up, soon to be a level 2 on the left side of the point. Oh, barely gets to be a level 2 and then gets taken out by Dingo. That's a nice pickup.
Yeah, it's hard to build an actual gun at spawn if you don't have at least some pressure on the lobby. Here comes the Uber
charge already. Pushing in fast onto the point through the third door. Now both got to the point, they're just trying to finish the capture here. And they do get it, they sneak it out.
I think that was at least 3, maybe even 4 players up for Dexter's at that point, and just not quite enough time to stop the point. And that's
4-4 on the scoreboard.
Could not ask for a better match.
Yeah, tied up here. Exile gets a nice ramp slide. Good rollout. Bull gets his arrow heal. Exile a little bit weaker. We'll take that pack.
Early aggression from left from Dexter's. Not picking anyone
Yeah,
up.
they're making
some
that-
very weak soldiers on both sides.
They're making that rotation around. Daffodil now in the backcourt, cut off by Sewers, and the bump, jump
double
from
bombs
Ether
coming in.
will get the
Huge
kill there.
damage.
Esper going down as well, and now Midas even picked up one more in Sewer there, I think. So many players down for Ashi.
Oh, and legit
Just
coming straight back
legit,
onto
and-
mid. I don't
No.
really know what he planned to get done with that, but... Oh, he was
That's
caught
what
behind.
Yeah. And it's one of those frags that, yeah, it's either you're behind or even at mid itself, you might as well just die quick so that you can get back into the respawn wave. And we'll be up in just a few seconds here.
We have secured.
And looks like they want to just try to pressure this super quick, though. They're getting in. They're already in on the doors. They were able to see that there were no
there
stickies.
comes
Now the
Uber.
overcharge getting popped out. Maybe a little early before they were threatened. I don't know if there was a quick sniper that they saw or something.
And see,
He might
we're
actually
seeing
just
no
back it
point
up
time.
now. Well, Toy's in trouble.
Oh,
Super
Toy
weekend
gun.
finished off.
Oh, this is not what you want to see out of a last push with Ad.
No, certainly a bit of a disaster there. Ether gets the kill on Esper, but the push out will be easy.
We have lost the control point.
And Ashi now in control of their own second point and a very large Ubercharge advantage. Midas on the sniper, tucked over in that forward spawn on the right side. Will wait for Daft to come out of spawn. Now looking out. I don't know if they saw it. Yeah, they did see it. So Midas will back spawn there, and Daft gets to mid with their head intact.
And about 80% Ad to boot. This looks good for Ashi to be able to take at least second off of this, and depending on who they catch, here comes the push.
Yeah,
Uber
Ubercharge
comes
in
out early,
very
but-
early and aggressive. Bull coming in with that Ubercharge, but actually unable to find anything
Yeah.
there. They get the kill on Ether, sort of in addition, but now they're Uber-ad them or dis-ad themselves, and we'll see how Toy and Dexter's Lab can. I mean, this is something that have been capable of doing throughout the night here.
Yeah, haven't seen any cheeky backup attempts except for possibly Meerman's spy play that turned into the medic drop earlier, but now might be the time to pull it out. It's Ubercharge coming out for Dexter's, Exile already in the choke, and everyone is gone from Shie. They are out.
Yeah, this kind of flips the situation back to what it was just a second ago. We'll see if, once again, Ashi just used this Ubercharge to get Bull in, force the team out, and get the capture. They might seem to take things IT side this time, though.
Yeah, it's seeing pretty fast aggression through lower IT.
Yeah,
Uber's
this is
already out.
Yeah.
Meerman not going to get caught, but close. This looks like it might just be another leapfrog.
Yeah, decent execution on that point, but unfortunately for them, Dexter's Lab had already packed up their materials and taken them home.
Yeah, Dexter's Lab absolutely playing safe. They do not want to drop a point here just because they dropped 2 players to Uber-ad on second.
Yeah, I mean, this is the crucial point. 9 minutes left on the clock here. One final round to rule them all. And right now, Exile coming out of Shutter.
Huge bomb on the Toy, not
with
to
the
drop.
drop! Oh, the
Oh,
bomb
and Exile
over the
went
top. And so unfortunate for Toy. Now
And
Exile
that looks
just
like
get
it's going to be
cleaned
it
up.
for Dexter's Lab.
Yeah.
Huge player ad. Ether, can you pull a
Jeez.
miracle?
What was it that Midas
And
said
just
earlier?
we know.
More drops than a Skrillex concert. And well, that was the drop that mattered, ladies and gentlemen.
Excellent
Unfortunate
comeback
stuff
from
for
Ashi.
Toy there. Yeah, definitely an excellent comeback from Ashi. Daffodil getting dropped at an unfortunate time earlier. Dexter's Lab had the opportunity to push in a last in a clean fashion, and they couldn't get that last push. They bungled it, and they got ran back coast to coast.
Yeah,
So
it just goes to show.
Further thoughts from you, Kami?
Well, that really just goes to show the power of making someone drop a last push, because like you were saying, Dexter's had what looked to be like a really clean push onto Ashi's last in that last round, but they couldn't make it happen. And, there were some fights in between, but they ended up getting rolled all the way back. Like, the game's not over just because you're pushing your opponents last with ad. And Ashi making an excellent demonstration of that.
Yeah, certainly a bit more of a rough second half for Dexter's Lab. They had 3 players, 4 counting the medic, I guess, in single digits frags. So that's just kind of a little rough. I mean, there weren't that many frags to go around, but on their opponent's side, it was just like a little bit more evenly distributed. And obviously, yeah, they're going to be disappointed about the result there. Ashi with a strong pickup, as we've mentioned, going into this kind of late season matches where, Dexter's Lab were sort of, in a good spot to possibly make a comeback in the rankings. But dropping that match, real important stuff. And we'll have to see how the other invite matches that are coming up, like Dorcia is playing a doubleheader versus Froyo Tech tomorrow, and certainly another week of matches to go as well.
Yeah, and especially after such a heartbreaking loss for Dexter's Lab, there I'll be curious to see how they manage to reset their mentality going into the next match that they're playing coming up.
Yeah.
One of the other things I wanted to point out just real quick from the logs beforehand is that Toy during the first half out-healed DAF by, I think, a little bit over 100 heals per minute. But in the second half, that evened up a lot more. You saw both medics with even deaths, Staff and Toy, both sitting at 4 deaths in the second half, but the heal spread, or the heals per minute, just weren't quite as dominant for Toy and Dexter's Lab as they were in the first half. And I think that may actually have played to Ashi's advantage during some of those more prolonged fights.
Yeah, well, certainly excited to see, how Dexter's Lab can do in their next game. We also have Ashi coming up against Ascent here on teamfortress.tv. But that's actually going to do it for us as a casting duo.
Yeah.
So we're going to be on our way out here. Kami, any final shout-outs from you before we take off here?
No, I just wanted to say thank you so much, eXtine and Lister, for helping out in production, finally getting me back on the desk, and console whenever RGB does actually happen. I'll see you there.
Yeah, sounds good. Awesome, ladies and gentlemen. Well, stay tuned here for more Team Fortress. I'm going to bounce over to that RGL.GG stream. Check that VOD after you watch the live game here. That does us for now, though. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen, for more TF2. I'm eXtine. We will see you guys next time. Peace out.
Later.